Hey everyone, my name is Alex Pavlak. I am a systems engineer with Fortinet, and today we are going to be walking through what onboarding looks like to SOC as a service. Let me go ahead and share my screen. This will be a complete walkthrough from start to finish. So the first thing you're going to do is you are going to sign in to your FortiCare account. The only part that I will be skipping here is claiming the license. So I've already claimed my license, but if you haven't claimed your license yet, you will go to register now and you will claim that SOC license there. Once you've claimed the SOC license, if you click under services in under cloud services, click on SOC as a service. This will bring you to a completely separate portal. So this SOC feature does rely on FortiAnalyzer, but the actual SOC portion lives in a completely separate portal than your analyzer will reside in. So you can see here, once you do claim your license, it will ask you which FortiGate you want to assign that license to. So go ahead and select the correct FortiGates that you're assigning the SOC services to. Open up the SOC portal here, and you can click Start Onboarding. So our FortiAnalyzer deployment is on-premise. So our on-premise FortiAnalyzer location is going to be in the United States. And we're going to click next. So I have two FortiGates here. They are running in HA. So I have a license for both of them. If you are running an HA pair, you will need a SOC license for both FortiGates, just as a note. So let's see. My secondary is actually not up at this moment, so I'm not going to check off HA. But if my secondary was up, we would be checking off this HA mode. So add monitoring subnets. So I'm not going to limit the SOC monitoring. I'm going to have them monitor everything. So I can go ahead and skip this. This section, so what the SOC team is basically going to be doing is triaging events and investigating events that need investigating. And then if they deem them to be something that should be looked into further, it does look malicious or potentially malicious, the SOC team will escalate that event to you. So you need to define here who the SOC team is actually going to contact in that event. They will contact you by either email or they will call you depending on the severity of the event. If it's confirmed malicious and it's spreading potentially, they will call. Otherwise, if it's not seen as super harmful, they will send emails. So it kind of depends on the event what they will do. But this is where we're defining who they're actually going to be contacting. I'm going to leave out phone number in this case. I'm not going to add different escalation paths. So essentially, you can, for different types of escalations, you can define different paths to take, as you can see on the screen here. Again, my deployment's pretty simple, so I'm actually going to skip this. You could add special requests or instructions. For example, if your SOC team only works 9 to 5, you could write in the notes here, like our SOC team is only working 9 to 5 or specific hours, or just special instructions as needed when the SOC team contacts you. So let's see if everything checks out here. Everything looks good. So now, I believe the next step to this is going to be actually configuring my so I have a FortiAnalyzer on premise here. So I will need to set up log forwarding to the essentially what's going to happen when you go through SOC onboarding. It utilizes FortiAnalyzer Cloud. So if you have an on-premise FortiAnalyzer that your FortiGates are sending logs to, you will need to configure log forwarding to the actual SOC FortiAnalyzer Cloud instance that's spun up when you go through onboarding. Part of this process is going to be configuring that log forwarding. At this point right now, I am basically waiting for the SOC team to reach back out to me. They will provide me with a URL, a host name for the log forwarding for my analyzer. Once I get that, I will set up that log forwarding and continue the process here. Basically, once I configure that log forwarding, that's basically going to be the last step here. And then after that, that's when the SOC team will actually start working and monitoring your event and triaging. Monitoring your environment and triaging events. That's going to conclude it for now. There may be a second video going through the actual process once they reach out to me and configuring that log forwarding. For now, onboarding is pretty simple, and that's the complete overview. Hey everyone, just doing a quick follow-up video for SOC as a service. I did receive a message back from our SOC team. They cannot go forward with my onboarding because I'm an internal employee, so won't get to show you the entire full process, but you kind of get the general idea. What would happen from the point where we left off, like I was explaining earlier, is the SOC team would give you a URL, a FQDN, where you would configure in your FortiAnalyzer to forward logs to the cloud instance where the monitoring does actually happen from the SOC team. So let's just walk through that really quickly. So you can see here, this is my on-prem FortiAnalyzer. So you would come to system settings here, and then you would go to log forwarding, and then you would click create new, and you can just give it a name. And then this is where the SOC team would give you this FQDN. You would configure it in here, and then just enable that, and then you're good to go. The SOC team will also help you walk you through this if you do need any assistance with that. But as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. And then from there, once the SOC team starts getting logs, they wait 1 to 2 days before they start monitoring and let the logs accumulate. And then after about 24 to 48 hours, they will actually they will start monitoring. And this whole process is also laid out. If you go to docs.fortinet.com and you search SOC as a service, it will bring you to the doc for this service. And if you go under the frequently asked questions, and then you go to subscription and onboarding, this is all completely laid out for you as well, step by step on what to do. And this process is also laid out here. So you can see that we would be at stage 2. SOC would collect logs for 1 to 2 days. And then if for whatever reason they're not getting logs from you, like there's a misconfiguration, the SOC team will escalate and let you know, like, hey, we're not getting your logs. And then we can troubleshoot if need be from there. And then stage 3, alert escalation. So once the SOC team is doing their triaging and something needs to be escalated, they will start escalating alerts to the customer. And that's going to finish it up for the actual onboarding part. I did kind of want to touch on how else you can utilize the SOC team. So if we go back to our SOC portal, again, if you go to if you log into your FortiCloud account and you go under services, you go into the SOC portal here. You have access to all that fact sheet that I was just on, the user guide, the data sheet, everything from this portal here. And then you can see right here under make new service request. This is where we can make requests to the SOC team. So under type, you can see we have all these different options. So you can request assistance to onboard a new device. If you wanted to decommission a current SOC device, you could get assistance from them to decommission. If you were doing specific subnets that you were having them monitor, you can update those. And then you can also do technical assistance. So you can do some basic things like configuring security profiles, looking over security, anything relating to security specifically. You can get technical assistance from that team. For other troubleshooting things like performance, bandwidth, any faulty equipment, stuff like that, you would still utilize the regular FortiCare support, but anything relating to security in particular, you could utilize the SOC team for that as well. So that's going to do it for this short SOC presentation video. So let me know if you guys have any questions, and take care, everyone. Bye.